becoming my favorite day here on Kababayan today because of Social Media Mondays. It's really the in thing right now, and it's good to know what's going on. Today on the show, our social media madam, I'm going to call her that, is Crystal, will be sending us or telling us or discussing tips for us, the do's and don'ts of Facebooking. Hello and welcome to Kababayan today, Miss Crystal. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Janelle.
All right, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about Facebook. All right, even my mom, my dad just recently got into Facebook as well, and he will benefit from these tips as well. The first tip you have 3 simple tips on how to be more engaging on Facebook. What are those?
Okay, so first of all, engage your audience. Add a question, ask for advice. Stay vague. An easy update could be something like a big surprise coming to tell you all in the morning. While it may not reveal much, posting an update like this creates curiosity, and so this actually leads to more questions and comments. So that's actually something that you want. And then number 2, sharing links and photos and videos. Something you can ask a simple question like, what's your favorite color, and then add a picture of a box of crayons or something. And something like that may actually lead to more comments and answers. Also, short videos are a great way to engage your audience. Keep in mind that most people, though, don't like to watch videos any longer than 2 minutes. Also, number 3, this is so important. No one likes negativity. Focus on good news. If you're having a good time, your audience will also. People who are on their Facebook they're really seeking entertainment, and so they'll look to live vicariously through the people they follow. So, have a good time, and your friends will also.
Yeah. So you're saying don't vent on Facebook. I see that a lot, and I don't like hearing those things because it affects my mood as well.
Absolutely. When you're having a bad day and you see somebody else is having a bad day, it doesn't help anybody's mood,
And don't bash people publicly, too. Come on.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are just some of the don'ts on Facebook. Now, Crystal, we also need to be reminded, aside from the 2 don'ts that we talked about already, Facebook etiquette. What are the don'ts on Facebooking?
Okay, I'm going to give 3. 1, too many updates. It's pretty simple for Facebook accounts. For personal ones, I think that 3 is okay, but any more than 5, you may be pushing it. And if you have the tendency to update a lot, you might want to try Twitter. It's a great platform for updating frequently, and followers don't tend to mind if you update throughout the day. And for Facebook accounts, as far as pages goes, if you have a business or a personality account, if you have a lot of content, you may want to post every hour, but for those with less content, at least 1 appealing post a day should do. But either way, on your Facebook page, as far as business pages go, try to keep it consistent.
Yes, let me interject, Crystal. When you say 5, that's 5 during the day, within 24 hours.
In 1 day, yes.
Okay.
And that's pushing it, any more, like 5 is already pushing it, in my opinion. When somebody pops up on my feed that much, I kind of feel like they may, they're a little too busy on Facebook,
right.
In my opinion.
Okay, what about this? People who share too much information.
Yeah, it's, in conjunction with too many updates, when people tend to share too much unnecessary stuff, like, okay, say they've had an awful day at work, or sometimes I've seen over-excessive sharing of intimate behavior, and that just shouldn't be shared with the public,
Yeah, and you know what I don't like also shouldn't be shared inconspicuously is your personal business, like promotions. I hate it when people tag me on photos and posters that I have nothing to do with.
I can't stand that. What's worse is, if that's done excessively, you may just lose a Facebook friend, or worse, get a friend in real life. It's awful.
So I think the best thing to do is, if you want to do that, and I've had people do that to me as well, private message the person first and ask if you can tag them or ask if you can post whatever it is that they're promoting on your page, correct?
Absolutely, Janelle. I completely agree with you on that.
All right. And you have one last tip here, Crystal. Remember to be wise about what you like or comment on. Remind us about that. Why is that?
Okay, if you look on your Facebook page, when you get to your news feed, at the very bottom left corner, there's a feed. It's a ticker. It's a news ticker. And what it does is it shows the user the interactions that their friends have been going through, whether it's a like or a comment. And, sometimes those will pop pop up on your actual news feed. And what I've seen before is just unfortunately I've seen nudes and that kind of stuff, and I just didn't want to see it. And it ended up that I unfriended that person because they had liked that picture. And I mean, it's a little excessive, but the person wasn't really in my close network of friends anyway, so I just didn't want to have to deal with seeing that on my news feed again.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing those tips with us, Crystal. I know you've been Facebooking for 8 years. Where can we catch you?
I'm on Facebook.com/Miss Kame. That's MISSKMAE.
Okay. And on Twitter as well, right?
Yes. I'm at Fresh and Steezy. That's FRESH, the letter N. Steezy, that's STEEZY.
Maybe next week we have to talk about Twitter etiquette or even Instagram etiquette. My parents are getting into Instagram as well.
Oh no.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing those tips with us today.
Of course. Thank you, Janelle.
All right. Crystal is our social media madam here on Social Media Mondays on Kababayan today. I hope you enjoy that. Speaking of social media, we are on Twitter, we are on YouTube, we are on Facebook as well. In fact, we have 2 pages. Make sure you check us out. Thank you for joining us today. See you next time.